I'm Sajana. I'm mSajana. I'm mSajana.
Welcome! It's nice that you found the play button again, so please enjoy this episode. Phase 4. 6th year to puberty. It's called sense of work versus sense of inferiority. Children are eager to learn. I am what I learn. It learns to gain recognition by making things through cognitive skills. Being successful is important. In addition to the urge to play, the child develops a sense of work, which means that the goal is to accomplish something useful. School, which is attended at this age and ever longer, tries to meet these two demands. In addition to learn through play, schools should provide opportunities for learners to affirm themselves by doing something useful. If there is no sense of achievement, a feeling of inferiority will develop over time. Fixation that can arise concern, fear of failure, or generally the fear of certain tasks. Fundamentally, a lack of self-confidence can also form in this age. For healthy development, it is therefore necessary that children are given a sense of achievement. At this stage, children want to observe everything and also actively participate themselves. They want to be shown by others how to do something and then try it out themselves. The sense of work, then, is the child's need to do something useful, because he or she wants to participate, at least partly, in the adult world. At the same time, some children at this stage of life feel that they are inferior. For example, if their abilities are not yet sufficient to do what an adult can easily do. Some children at this age therefore overextended themselves. Phase 5, 13 to 20 years old, called identity versus identity diffusion. All the preceding stages provide elements for this stage. Confidence, autonomy, initiative, diligence. In addition, there are the physical changes and novel demands of the environment. The adolescent questions himself and searches for his identity. This identity should be found on the background of new social roles. Confrontation and questioning of references persons, role in the peer group, confrontation with the opposite sex, role in the profession. With accelerated physical development, the question increasingly arises: who am I? The answer is to assemble the experiences gathered so far, which consist of coping with previous crises, into an age identity. This identity formation succeeds better if one has gathered as many positive experiences as possible and thus has a healthy self-confidence. If this is not the case, identity diffusion occurs. The individual adolescent or adolescents cannot develop a stable ego identity. One consequence of this is that such adolescents like to join groups that have clear structure. Phase 6, 20 to 45 years old. It's named intimacy and solidarity versus isolation. Clarified identity allows for solid partnership and intimacy. With the help of a consolidated ego identity, it becomes possible to experiment intimacy in a couple relationship. The existence of the identity makes it possible to open up to the parents. On the other hand, there is isolation, which can be explained by the fact that a stable ego identity has not yet been formed. However, it is important for everyone to live through the experience of isolation or distancing. Again, it is about a meaningful relationship that must develop between intimacy and isolation. Phase 7, 45 to 65 years. Generosity versus self-isolation. As a result of intimacy, family formation occurs. This phase is characterized by the need to create, pass on and secure value for future generations. Children are born, raising the next generation, whether as parents or otherwise, in a way that has this goal in mind. This attitude develops only when there is a fundamental sense of trust. The opposite is called self-observation. This is understood to mean loneliness. For example, little care is given to interpersonal relationship, etc. This attitude leads to loneliness. My mic is muted until the next episode, where we learn together again. Always remember that parenting doesn't have a second chance. Let's explore the right educational path together, because we reap what we sow. All for Sajana and Sajana for all.
Die Mutter Natur, die Leute setzen sich ein, sind alle füreinander da, wir malen Wände an, künstlerisch und allem macht Spaß. Schon von klein auf lernt man einzigartig zu wohnen, mit über 100 Nationen, verschiedene Religionen. Hier ist alles vereint und wir lieben Emmerts Grund. Man will das Gegenteil beweisen, doch wer liefert den Grund? Denn Gerüchte gibt es.
I love you, Sajana.